At the end of June, here at the UN Geneva, the Caritas Internationalis campaign Share the Journey was presented. Human mobility affects almost every country in the world and has been at the center of a growing global debate. This is part 2 of our report.
Globalization, inclusion, and all these things don't happen in conference rooms. They happen out there somewhere. They happen on the shop floor. They happen in the schoolrooms. They happen in the community centers. They happen in your local groceries or local markets. Here is our front line. It's our front line because the reason, I humbly submit, that we are gathered here today, the reason we are gathered here today is because it is our responsibility to change the narrative.
Your Eminence, in the UN Human Rights Declaration, it states that states need to help to make the conditions in those countries secure, the countries where the refugees are coming from, with the goal that the refugees, can return to home. Isn't that one of the goals?
Yes, yes, yes. In fact, in the Interfaith Declaration that was issued on the, I think the 4th or 5th of May, in the United Nations headquarters in New York, where we participated, it says there that in harmony with the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, that as a global community, we should also address the situations in countries from where most of the refugees are coming. So it's a global responsibility. Let us address the roots that push people to move away.
It's always the same thing. We're dealing so much with the impact, but we do not look at the root causes, which is really why the impact happens. Otherwise, yes. Okay. So now here's another subject. Many refugees may become immigrants. But this does require legal procedures, applications and so forth, money. Otherwise, they may be, as in the United States, for example, they say the legal terms illegal aliens. Isn't that what so many people in so many Western countries and in the US are afraid of? Illegal aliens that cannot be screened and maybe impose a security threat. Isn't that also one of the reasons why you have these hostility towards the foreigners, towards the people that come?
Yes, we understand that fear, as I said, and with the global events happening now, with all the uncertainty about terrorism that has become really very subtle, etc., we understand the fear. Now, our response is this. One of the recommendations is for the countries, again, not to abandon the legal pathways, to intensify legal pathways, but also pathways that are easier to follow. The faith-based organizations offer our support through our capillary networks of faith communities and organizations engaged in welcoming the stranger for hundreds of years. An experience for hundreds of years.
In 2017, Pope Francis launched the Caritas Internationalis campaign Share the Journey.
Fratelli, non abbiamo paura di condividere il viaggio. Non abbiamo paura. Non abbiamo paura di condividere la speranza.
Why are so many people afraid of refugees or migrants, afraid to share hope?
Yeah. Maybe we just have to remind everyone that the migrants, the forced migrants, especially the refugees, they take tremendous risks for their families, for their children. I have interviewed many of them. I have heard their stories. Is it too much to ask all of us to share that hope that we also have within us? Can that hope be shared? And can we have a common journey through hope?
Pope Francis reminded all of us that Christ asks us to welcome our migrant and refugee brothers and sisters with arms wide open.